Good job. Thank you. That was a treat. Here you go. So a lot of you guys have asked me how I went about training Max for psych work, what he does, how he tasks like with my anxiety for my PTSD. And so that would be the psychiatric service dog task that he does. I have hiccups. So with Max, the first thing I started to do was I taught him paw. Yes. Here you go. And so then after I taught him paw, I would start doing what I do when I get anxious. Max, focus. Good boy. So I'd start scratching. And he used to not do this, but I'd start scratching. I'd scratch and I'd say paw. And he'd give me his paw. And so then, over time, after continuing to do the scratch and tell him paw, he learned that every time I scratched, that meant to paw me. Yes! Yes! Good boy. Good job. So then that was the first thing. And it's very simple, very easy. Scratch, paw. Yes! And that's how we did that. Very, very simple. So the next thing was to take the other things that I do when my anxiety gets bad. My legs start shaking. Oh. Yes. Good boy. Good job. He's a little tired today. We had a vet visit and he had to get steroid shot and all of his vaccinations, but he's having a really bad flare-up from his grass allergy. Last couple weeks been having a flare-up, and I've been giving him his old allergy medication, and it just has not been working. And so he's a little tired, a little drowsy right now. So he's not really into training right now, so this video isn't going to be very long. But yes, I would paw. Yes! And that's how it started. And now when my anxiety gets bad, when I'm actually having an anxiety problem, he'll get all the way up. Max, come here. So when my anxiety gets really bad and I'm actually having an anxiety attack, he'll do this. Max, pressure. Pressure. Okay, pressure. Yes. Good boy. And so my leg will be shaking and oh wait. Yes, good boy. And he'll apply pressure. So not only is he helping hold my legs down, but he's also applying deep pressure therapy, which helps. And so good boy, bud. Yes, good job. It's a treat. And so that's how we did that. We start, like I said, taught him how to paw. Once he learned paw, I was able to put that into the rest of my stuff. Good boy, down. Hey, come here. Good boy, sit. So the next thing is when I'm having a really bad anxiety attack and I start hyperventilating or disassociating. Next up. Yes, good boy. That's how we did that. I start hyperventilating. And of course, this is over-exaggerated. You have to over-exaggerate when you're training because they have to learn how to do it. So, good boy, down. Yes, good job. You ready? Max up. Yes, good job. He knows this is all fake. He knows this is all training. So actually, I have to tell him to do it, especially with the hyperventilating. He will not do it on his own during training. I have to actually tell him to do it, but he does do it when I'm actually having an anxiety attack. He knows the difference. He knows it's fake. But that's pretty much how I did that. But as you guys can tell, he knows what he's doing because once I tell him up, he starts nudging my hand with his nose, and he's also pawing at me, trying to distract me, trying to get me to pay attention to him. And that's the main thing with the distraction. Him distracting me during an anxiety attack is the main thing that can help calm me down, along with the deep pressure therapy. Good boy, down. Yes, nice. So another thing, while we're at this, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys pull other things. Max, under. Down. Good job. So he's really good about tucking out of the way, and he can't get under this chair because of the bars, but when I was teaching him under, I start off using like a desk. I start off using like a desk and making him get under the desk, and then I went to something smaller like the coffee table and then started getting him under chairs. The way I would do that is I would use treats and I would lure him underneath it and tell him under, and eventually he got comfortable going under, and so now he'll do it. So yeah, that's pretty much it on how I trained him to do that. Very, very simple, very basic. It's just teach your dog to paw and then incorporate whatever it is when you get anxious. And so the main thing that you're trying to do is you're trying to get your dog to let you know that, hey, it's okay, you're having an anxiety attack, you're okay. Because for me, when I get anxious, I don't realize that I'm scratching or anything like that. And that's a form of self-harm. And so what it is he's doing a self-harm interruption. He's interrupting that, making me stop, because I'll scratch my arm so much that I'll start bleeding. And so with him, I don't get that bad anymore, because he's able to make me stop. He's able to help me realize that I'm doing it and what's going on. And same thing with the leg shaking. It's just a, hey, you're getting kind of anxious. It's okay, I'm here. It's a distraction, and distracting you from your anxiety attack is the biggest thing. So he's there. He's letting me know that he realizes what's going on. He's alerting me to the fact that I'm having an anxiety attack, and then he's distracting me, and he's trying to get me to focus on him. Focusing on something else. The best distraction is another distraction. And so when you're getting anxious, the best thing you can do for it is distract yourself. Get away from the situation. Try to avert your mind from whatever it is that's making you anxious. So this video was very short, but I hope it helped out a couple of you guys. I know a lot of people have asked how I trained him to do that. Eventually, now when my anxiety attacks start, he's pretty spot on as soon as they start, because he starts to realize signs sooner before they get severe, before I'm scratching my arm apart, before my leg is shaking ridiculously, before I'm hyperventilating, because he's able to realize that, because when you have an anxiety attack, different chemicals are released. So those chemicals produce a different smell, and over time with him getting used to responding to my anxiety tics, or whatever you want to call them, the things I do when I'm anxious, over time with him knowing to respond to those, he's also picked up that smell, whatever smell that it is that is released in your brain during an anxiety attack, that smell means that I'm going to have an anxiety attack. So he's gotten a lot better at responding super early to it before I'm actually scratching or anything like that, and it took time. But I hope this video helped anybody out. Sorry, I know it was kind of blah. He is very tired today. He's had the vet visit, is kind of putting down, so I'm going to let him get some rest, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.